they only played another 10 minutes at that point. So he took the thing and he's going to put it up there when they got back. So in the meantime, there were two other people, who were playing that way. The two partners, the other partners. More of them came in there, and they play so many hands, so many times, and then two other people come in. Now, and sometimes they had the other teacher who was sitting here, for only just 3 rounds or something. So two people come in there, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But now he doesn't have a partner. He can't play.
The paralyzed man left to go home.
He was hoping. The paralyzed man went home,
Oh.
and he's waiting for somebody to come to him. He's looking at the other guy. Oh yeah, right, okay. And he says, "You want to sit here?" I said, "With you?"
Keith?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I said, "What a question!" So I sat in the seat where the other guy was. And they put the regular chair
He took
in
his
there,
seat.
and we played. Now it's a very incredible thing. Even if you don't know how to play, if you play with an expert, you sort of, it gets through to you. It's like meeting. You start reading his brain. He knows everybody's thinking. He's amazing. And I played with him. We had a lot of fun. At one time, they needed somebody because the lady wanted to go to the bathroom, and there's only 3 people there, and that makes a problem for everybody else, 100 other people. So a lady comes over and says to Keith, can you play here? He says, Cal can do it. Or no, he'll do it. And she says, does he know how to play? He says, take him. And I went over there, and I played 1 round until the lady came out of the bathroom. And he won. We won.
Well, that's good.
That one round, one game. So I get back to the other place. By that time, things are wrapped up. I was about 3 hours, and that's about how they play. And Keith was still there because he had something else to do later on that day in the place. I don't know, but he was still there. And as I'm going out the doors, he brings me a paper. He said, "You know what? We had the top. And I played half of the thing."
Mm-hmm.
And the other guy played the other half.
Paralyzed guy.
Yeah.
So we had the top one.
And he says, we had the top of
we
everybody
came
in
first.
there. Everything had like 38, 34. We had like 120.
Well, even when you're playing, they're called tricks or hands?
Well, the point is...
Oh, yeah, it's tricks. Yeah.
Yeah, there's tricks, but the point is, 3/4 of the time Keith played with the paralyzed man, who's a top player.
It was half and half on it.
And then...
Half and half, Mom.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
It's a big
And then-
difference.
So if I really got
So what the point is, they came
way I
in
usually
first.
play.
Their team.
They had 100 what, though? What do you call them? 100...
Points.
Points?
Yeah, well, kind of, yeah. It's too difficult to explain. But the point is, they came in.
They came right up on top.
Out of,
Yeah.
like.
And it was a big distance between 1 and 2. On the boards.
So he was very excited.
Oh, so
Yeah.
you do play against
So-
everyone in the group, not just the
And-
people
and-
you're dealing
and-
with.
and-
You do
and-
really play against everyone.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
and your partner play
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
maybe 10, 12 other.
Even if you're never playing with them directly.
With Keith? Nobody.
Even
ever
if you're never
plays with-
playing directly with the other people.
What do you mean?
There's only 4 people in a group.
No, not in the group.
No,
It's
no.
you and your partner.
Right.
And there's
10
north,
tables.
south, and east, west.
There's 40
North,
people.
south never moves. The east-west people move from table to
Also, at the end of the day, you played with everyone.
That's right.
Yeah.
Because we're in a circle.
All
you
the
al-
north,
but you always
souths
play with your
all the
partner.
east-wests.
You always play with your partner.
Yeah, your
Okay.
partner and you are a team. You never split.
Until the next day? Until the next week?
No, you
No,
come in with a partner.
next day and
So
next
you're gonna stay with
time.
Keith now?
No.
Actually, Keith plays with people. They pay him like $250 a day.
Yeah, he teaches.
When he,
But the paralyzed guy, they didn't tell you if how the paralyzed guy did in relation to Keith because they were partners, so it's hard to tell who
Right,
did
right.
better.
your partner.
No, he knew what he was
Your
doing.
partner
Oh.
is the same as you. The same
Oh,
score as.
and
Yeah,
the
but
thing-
did he say that the paralyzed guy was just
I'm
amazing? Did
gonna
he say
tell you
that?
the best thing of all. I'm sitting there,
Because he was the best in the world.
and somehow our eyes, we were looking at each other. And he's up there, and I'm looking at him, and I smile a little bit, and by God, the man was smiling.
Hear that, Mom?
Yeah, I heard this from
Yeah.
And right after that, you know, he was, he had given him a number, you know, when he was, when you give him the number, what do you call it, Bev?
What?
When you give him the number, you're, when you say two clubs,
Oh, that's your bid.
bidding. I always remember, that's another thing I forget. He bidded something like that, and he looks back at me like, you know, just a little bit, you know, he could do like that. And I look at him and I go, because he did the right thing, you know. You could see what he was, you know, because the guy was holding up the numbers that was coming by. So I said, and he goes, you know, it didn't go up, but you could see, and he was talking to me that way. And I said, my God, here's a guy who has nothing from here down. And it's going up this way. And when it hits up here, you're dead. And it's gone on its way, you know, this way because he couldn't talk. He had some problem with his nose also. But look at this guy smiling and playing, you know? Like nothing happened. That's why he's so famous. Very interesting. Anyway, it's nice to be down there. I like that place a lot. Now, there's a lot of people there that I don't like because a lot of guys, particularly guys, oh no, the women are the same way. They take everything so serious. You do something wrong, they start screaming at you. I've actually gotten up and walked away from them. The managers have to get other people in when I do that. They don't like doing it, but they understand why I'm not going to play with those assholes. They really take it so, and men and their wives, they're arguing with each other. Look, don't you remember I told you how to do this? Yeah, but you told me this. Who wants to hear that? Playing the game. That's why people like me too, because I go in there, I crack jokes, and the only people who are smiling and sometimes laughing are the table that I'm on. And they all look for me for that. They want to play with me. And I fill in if one of these women or guys can't make it, you know, they ask me to play, to be there. So every time when I walk in there, even if I don't have anybody to play with, I play with whoever wants to play with me, you know, who needs a fourth person, you know. And you know, when somebody asks for something, the lady who manages that part of it, she asks me, I got somebody for you, you know, or, you know, here, go down over there, you know, she knows the kind of people I want to play with.